everyone, and welcome in on this Monday, the 29th of June, 2026. It's Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com, on YouTube at Real Talk 995 TV, and be sure to download our app as well. Here's what we've got as far as the forecast. It's going to be hot, and hotter, and hot again, and hot all the way through the 4th of July. That's what it looks like. Sunny skies today, 97 potentially is what we're going to reach. Heat indexes are way above that, triple digits. Tuesday, just a 20% chance of rain, 97 again. 20% chance of rain on Wednesday and Thursday, 97 again. But extremely hot out there, and things are going to, all that rain that we got, Richard, is it greened everything up, but now it's like, okay, we need a little bit more rain in the forecast.
No. I'm fine.
Bring it on.
I'm fine. I like it the way it is.
I got neighbors, they're all running their sprinklers. It's like, okay, I understand. Everything dries up really quick when we have 97-degree temperatures.
Saw a few bare spots in my backyard, and I was like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That's
I'm not
fine.
okay. I want it nice and green and lush all the time.
You want it to be the greens of
it
Augusta.
To be beautiful.
At all times.
That's right.
Fine, be that way.
That'd be nice.
I see how things are. Did you see the moon this morning?
I did not.
Oh, okay. I did.
Maybe I wasn't looking in the right direction.
Very, very bright.
It was huge and yellow and hanging very low in the sky, and I was like, oh, even the moon looks tired. Okay,
No.
yeah. Just from the heat, it's just like, oh, I can't get any higher up than this. This is all I'm doing today.
That's it.
It worked out good, though.
Good.
Looked beautiful.
I did. I don't know why I didn't see it. And again, maybe it was the direction I was
Probably.
traveling in.
You were facing the wrong
wrong
direction.
way.
How dare you?
It's going the wrong way.
Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158. You need to save a tree because it's getting dry out there. Alabama Tree Pros might be able to lend a hand. Probably want to not wait until it's too late, if you have some questions about a tree. Now, you say, well, aren't there tree doctors who do this sort of thing? Sure there are, absolutely. But, if it's a question of, can I save it, do I trim it, or do I cut it all the way down, Alabama Tree Pros can answer any one of those three questions for you, and they're great at all three of those things. So you should definitely give them a call, 308-4158. They're as fast as safe as, and as expert as anybody else in this business. So why should you call them? They're less expensive. Just that simple. They are less expensive. They do a great job. Service is second to none, and the price is as reasonable as you're going to get when it comes to doing, tree work. It's not cheap. It's not inexpensive to remove a giant tree. Trust me on this. However, these guys are going to be less expensive than the other guys, and that's the important thing. Alabama Tree Pros, 308-4158, or online at alabamatreepros.com. Did you have a lovely weekend?
I did. It was very nice. Yeah, it was a little bit busy, but it was good.
We can delve into that after we do this.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, the U.S. and Iran have agreed to halt military attacks as they prepare to have talks tomorrow. The main focus will be the Strait of Hormuz, and here is why. The U.S. military had to conduct more strikes on Iran over the weekend after Iran launched a one-way attack drone that hit a tanker in the Strait of Hormuz. Iran is once again not honoring the ceasefire agreement, and President Trump's patience is wearing very thin. The U.S.-Iran Memorandum of Understanding was reached last week and established a 60-day negotiating period while the sides work together on a broader agreement. Tough to do when you're sending attack drones on tankers. And if this isn't war, then what exactly is war? Because Iran apparently doesn't understand the message.
Yeah, I don't think they're getting it. A ceasefire is where you stop shooting at each other.
Yeah,
That's
number one.
Kind of important thing right there.
Yep.
And I do believe that this has been a war, although we will sometimes do anything we can to avoid calling it that. It's a military conflict. It's a police action.
Police action.
That's what Korea was.
Okay.
Korea was a police action. Never was called a war.
Oh, that's very interesting.
Yeah, true
People
story.
don't like that word.
Weird.
Now we're going to change it too.
Why not?
Some Birmingham residents are upset with some city officials over a massive AI factory set to go up along Lakeshore Parkway. Protesters gathered near the site on Saturday to express their displeasure with the development. Local residents and homeowners have packed the public hearings at Birmingham City Hall since really about the first of the year, raising some concerns over the potential impact on noise, the environment, water, and power use. Some new details emerged late last week regarding billions of dollars in tax cuts for this company. Some residents are now suing the city and the company. Birmingham's Industrial Development Board approved $3.2 billion over 30 years, and the deal includes an expected $2.5 billion tax revenue from the company. Mayor Woodfin says he has no control over the board, which is appointed by the city council. So a lot of pointing fingers. Well, they are the ones. We didn't do it. They did it. Who? What? So every time these people come to the city council meeting and start raising Cain about it, they're like, well, it's this special appointed board that is making these decisions. Well, could we talk with them? I mean, really?
Woodfin had a meeting last week in which he absolutely positively denied that there were any incentives for this company at all. That there was no billions in tax cuts. There was no incentives. There was nothing. They were doing nothing. And then, not even 48 hours later, it came out, it's $3.2 billion.
So this is all about money, every bit of it.
Well, I mean, I certainly think it's about money when it comes to getting the tax revenue and how much they're talking like $87 million could go into the school system every year in the city of Birmingham. You think they could use $87 million in their school system?
Could.
I'm pretty sure they could.
But you need to be open and honest with the people of Birmingham about what you're doing, because there are people that live really close to this thing where they're going to put it up, and they're the ones. I mean, think about it. You're like, I don't want it in my backyard, and here it is. They're, and again, they've not had a lot of input, and they've not listened to the residents. They're just like, well, we're moving forward with this, and this is how this is going to go.
Get ready for a long hum. It'll just be.
Oh gosh.
You're going to be like, do you
imagine
that?
Is
anybody hearing that?
Well, the other thing too, you have to think.
Could that eliminate your white noise machine?
If you think about that, that potentially could really hurt your property value. What if you want to sell your house? And you're like, yeah, but I got this huge, big old factory, AI factory in the backyard.
In my backyard.
Would you like to buy my house? Well, no, I don't think so. I think I'll find someplace else to live. Think about that.
Well, there's already a data center there. It's just smaller than what so they're expanding on the one that's there, and they're increasing its abilities. So, look, as I've said from the beginning, these things do have to go somewhere. But I agree with you. They should have been transparent and not lied to the people who are in the neighborhood. That's not a cool way to run things.
No, and again, the mayor's saying, I don't have anything to do with this. Well, you're the mayor of the city. You should have a pretty good handle on what's going on there.
I also have nothing to do with the murder rate. I don't know what's going on with that.
Until it's low, and then you jump all in.
It's like, I did that.
Yeah.
See that?
Finally, the U.S. Supreme Court is very close to ending their term, and there are still several major cases. They say undecided, or they haven't been released yet. They may have very well been decided. They're just going to wait till the very end. Involving birthright citizenship, that's the big one. Transgender athletes and digital privacy are just a few of the cases that we're waiting on. President Trump has already had several victories, like allowing to reinstate restrictions on asylum claims and end TPS, temporary protected status, for hundreds of thousands of migrants from Haiti and Syria. So we will wait. Could be today, maybe tomorrow, but as we get close to the 4th of July weekend, I think they're going to try to wrap this up the early part of this week. So
all righty.
We'll see.
Good news. Bad news. Apparently, we're still at low power.
Yeah, we're still having issues.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I mean, we got struck by lightning or something, not this past weekend, the weekend before, and we're making every effort to try to fix that, but it's not an easy fix.
It was an act of God.
Yeah.
That's our
Kinda
story,
like
and we're
that.
sticking to it. Apparently, he didn't like some of the things I was saying.
So we're 100,000 watt stick, so to say. We go a long way, but a lot of you that are in those outlying areas are like, I can't hear you. I don't know what the problem. This is the problem. You're going to have to download the app. That is probably the best way to do it. You can watch us on YouTube or listen on the app.
Now, the problem is the people you're talking to can't hear us right now.
I know.
So you need to say,
Well,
download the app. You have to download, but get the phone out and download the app. I hope they got that.
Oh, yeah. So I don't know what to tell you. I know that they were working on it diligently Friday and thought that they would have it resolved, and apparently it's not resolved yet.
Would you like to climb a tower in 97 degree heat?
No.
No.
No, I think I might rather climb that in the middle of the night. Thank you.
Geez, I don't think I want to climb it at all. I don't really care how
That
warm
little
or cold
headlamp
it is.
on your head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you need one of those.
That'll work.
Strap it on your forehead.
Oh,
Here we
boy.
go.
I noticed on the way into work this morning, thinner traffic, right?
Yeah,
It's July
summertime.
4th week.
Yep.
And so I think it's actually going to get thinner and thinner as we get closer and closer to the holiday because not everybody takes the whole week off. You know, some people are like,
They'll jump in about Wednesday.
yeah, Wednesday. Then you get a few more on Thursday. Everyone's taking Friday off. That's the official July 4th holiday. So yeah, I'm loving this actually. The traffic patterns are reduced a great deal, and I think, why can't life always be like this? Why can't you people just be out of my way all the time?
Well, we are. I mean, we're pretty fortunate at the time we come in the morning.
There's still morons on the road.
Get on the
at that
road
time.
at 7:30 or 8 o'clock,
Oh, yeah,
and
no.
you will really be complaining.
You're right about that.
We're
Yeah.
spoiled.
You know what? I'm going to stop complaining now. You make a very good point. 616 Dixon and Vining. Stick around. Maroon 5's Best Work came very early. Songs About Jane. What a great album. 621 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com. All right, little steamy over the weekend. Did you spend some time outside? What did you do there, Valerie? Vining?
I did. I was I didn't participate in, but I went to root on a few people in a cornhole tournament Saturday morning.
Oh, okay.
And it was funny because I had taken a chair and I was in the shade and it was like, well, here comes the sun. Move it back. I'm in the shade. Move it back. Sun, back.
By the time you were done, you were Homer Simpson.
I was like, oh my God. It was so hot out there. It really was.
Yeah.
But a good time had by all, and
Excellent.
did a little yard work yesterday and
Oh, my.
fiddled around the house, getting some stuff done.
Did yard work.
Yeah, just a little bit. It wasn't anything major. I mean, I wasn't cutting the grass or anything like that.
Good.
But, there's bushes that need to be trimmed, and I got flowers in the back, and I got to, water those and do all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was it. How about you?
You're such a homeowner.
Well,
Speak for
you
yourself.
got to do what you got to do.
I'm like, I'm like Drago in Rocky IV. When I think about my shrubs out back when it comes to watering or not, if it dies, it dies.
Oh, yeah. The flowers in 97-degree temperatures, you almost have to water every day. Because you're going to lose them.
That's why I don't plant them.
Yeah, I know. Well, I like them, so
Okay.
I'm good with it.
You do what you do.
Mhm.
I stayed inside. I tried to
Did you?
stay as inside as humanly possible. I did go shopping at Sam's Club to pick up some stuff for the 4th. I've got some company coming, so wanted to make sure that I got all the stuff necessary. And I said, you know what? Going to do ribs on the 3rd, and then we're going to do classic hamburgers and hot dogs on the 4th.
Oh, yeah.
And then I said, I got a lot of hot dogs. Why don't we go ahead and cook some up now? I'm going to have some hot dogs today. I had one because it's a quarter pound, and it's all I can actually get. Man, I forgot how good hot dogs are.
They're so good.
I love a good
Yeah.
all beef. It's the Members Mark, basically Hebrew National knockoff, quarter pound dog, loaded up the way you like. And then the next day I went and I got some chili to put on the hot dogs
dog, oh,
again because
yes.
I'm like, I'm having another hot. I'm like, by the time the 4th of July gets here, I'm going to be sick of hot
You
dogs.
won't want a hot
I
dog.
should probably stop this right now.
You'll be like, I need a
Yeah.
smash burger is what you want. Huh?
Well, I'll have no problems putting those together as well, which is pretty good. But I will say this. I did watch some FIFA World Cup action, which was
Saw
cool.
a little of that. I saw some golf.
I did not watch a single movie, which was odd. Usually for me, that gives me some. But I did, I did the piddling around the house stuff, the doing the laundry, the folding the sheets, the stuff, projects that had been sort of left half done, and now you go back and finish the little bit that needed to be done. There's nothing really exciting or earth-shattering got done over the weekend, except I breathed the whole time, which was important because, man, this weather, this heat and the humidity
killing
and
ya, huh?
everything, it's not. The lungs
Killing
are not happy campers. I know it's hard to tell on the radio. People are asking me all the time. I was at band practice yesterday, and I'm just huffing and puffing like the little engine that couldn't. And the band is like,
Yo, all right, Richard.
how are you doing a radio show every day? I said, well, in 42 years, you learn breathing control. And I can do this for the 15 minutes it takes to get me to the next break. And then, as these two will tell you, I huff and puff like the little engine that couldn't until the next one.
That's
That's
right.
just the way it
We
works.
got to get you that shot.
Yes, I know. I sure hope my doctor's working this week because he
Just show up at his door. That's what you need to do. Say,
at
look,
his
I'm
house.
here.
I'm just going to
Oh,
his
his
house.
house,
Yeah, I'm just going
okay.
to show up at his house. I
So
bet you
look.
have that medicine in your fridge, don't you?
Give me that shot.
Come on,
Doc.
let's go. But
Help me out.
one of the things that I did enjoy, because I had to find myself online a couple of times, once on Saturday and once on Sunday. Of course, I was doing show prep yesterday, but I visited YouTube and ran across all of these videos, and I want to give our listeners a homework assignment. Probably going to mention this a couple of times between now and the 2nd, which is our last day of this week, right? All of these videos, many of them are mashups of Europeans discovering America for the first time. They're all over YouTube. You cannot miss them. If you watch two, suddenly it's in your algorithm, and they're all going to be popping up like that.
That's all you'll be seeing.
But don't just watch the ones with the food, okay? I mean, everyone with food is fascinating, especially with the Texas barbecue.
Yeah.
Man, these British people are like, we have nothing like this. No, you don't. Um, you got great food. I mean, don't get me wrong. I discovered fantastic food while I was in Ireland. I enjoyed every bit of it. Watching these people discover not just the food, but also American streets, the American way of life, big American houses, air conditioning, things like that. Buc-ee's and Walmart.
Saw them at Top Golf.
Oh, yeah.
They discovered Top Golf
Oh,
and
yeah.
loved that.
Yeah. So here's what I want you to do, if you're of a mind to. Take a minute over the course of this next week and watch a few of those videos. And on Thursday, we're going to ask you for anywhere from 1 to 3 things that you love about America. Because it really rekindles my patriotism and my love of my own country to watch other people discover it for the first time. And it makes me realize just how incredibly blessed and lucky we are to live in this place. And they're largely talking about the physical. I mean, you could say air conditioning. What do you love about America? I love Buc-ee's. Great. I don't care. That's fine. Any answer is good as long as it's a positive. You can also say, I like the fact that I can speak my mind without fear of being imprisoned. Those are kind of important things too, right?
Yeah, very important.
And they're not really experiencing so much of that, although I just saw one this morning. It was on X. It was a woman from Afghanistan, and she was going to a FIFA World Cup match for the first time. It was in, I think, in New Jersey. Isn't that where they played the game, in New Jersey? Big stadium, huge
Think so,
stadium.
probably.
New Jersey, yeah. And she was talking about how, as an Afghani woman, I've never seen a soccer game in person. I've never been allowed to go.
We don't even think about those things.
Not allowed to. I am going to go, and I'm going to sit next to men for the first time. Like, that's not allowed. I'm going with my head uncovered.
That'll, for her, that might
yeah.
be a life changer where she says,
Yeah.
man, I wish I lived in America.
She's like, I'm going to dance, and she did. They showed her on the big screen as they were
Oh,
playing
be careful
music,
of that.
and she was popping.
They get word of that back at her home country.
I
she might not be around.
I think she's going to stay here. I don't think she's going back. Would you?
Well, no. They'd
Yeah.
probably whip me and then kill you.
Exactly.
What do you think you're doing, dancing? Sitting next to men.
That's right. That's the one thing we have in common with the Baptists. There's no dancing. No dancing at all.
Again, we take a lot for granted living in this wonderful country. And you see something like that, and that'll change it for you.
Yeah. If some of these don't bring a tear to your eye, then you are watching the wrong videos or you have a heart of stone, because seeing some of these, a guy from South Africa just walking through a park in Dallas and saying, look at this bench. It's fully intact. It's not busted into pieces. There's not broken glass and garbage everywhere. It's safe for me. He goes, if I were in South Africa, I couldn't walk through a city park. There's a fear of being knifed or held up or whatever. He's like, this is amazing, and it's clean and beautiful, and everybody's happy, and they're so nice. And I was like, welcome to America. I'm glad you're getting it, I think they, and many of these people are saying on video, we've been lied to for a long time.
I've heard that over and over and over again.
Yeah.
From different countries going.
Canada.
Yeah.
People in Canada are like, we've been lied to so much about America. You're like, I'm so glad you're here. Please come in.
Take the message back,
Yes,
right? Take
yeah.
the message home.
And you know what? If you want to stay, no, you can't. We have to send you home. Sorry, but
Listen,
still.
we got too many illegal
That's right.
immigrants right now. We're trying to get some of those out of here.
If you want to
Work
apply,
your way back in.
If you want to apply and do it the right way, still no. I'm sorry. I don't think so. We're full. Moose out front should have told you. 6:30 Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's disgusting. 636. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. Thanks, Aheem, for hanging out with us on this beautiful Monday. It is going to be a hot one. Looking at 97. You just heard Riley Blackwell tell you all about it, man. 97 highs throughout the course of this week leading up to, of course, July 4th, when everyone's going to be outside sweating, watching fireworks.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
We have fireworks like on and off all week, though, I've noticed. Like Alabaster's doing theirs on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And others are doing them on Friday. Okay, that's good.
We can do it
Chelsea
anytime,
did
right?
theirs last Saturday.
Yeah. Pinson did theirs like a month ago.
A month ago?
They were way off.
What? What were they celebrating?
Bicentennial Park, where they were celebrating the opening of Bicentennial Park, which was 50 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. So they had a huge fireworks display.
Nice.
I stayed inside with my dogs and
Did
tried
you?
to keep them calm because they were just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, they're going to think it's the end of the world.
Pretty much.
Sheesh. BeDryAlabama.com. You guys familiar with David Feven and the guys there, making sure that homes all across central Alabama don't have those water issues, and it happens. All the rain that we got last month really did a number on a lot of houses across central Alabama. So if you're one of those where you're like in the crawl space, in the basement, there's a mildew smell in the basement, I'll tell you what, some people live with that for a number of years, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Don't you want to use that basement space? Well, the air quality down there probably isn't very good if you're having to deal with mildew issues. So call B-Dry today. Get them to at least come out, take a look, and give you a free quote. That's it. You're not obligated at all. And David will tell you that. Just have them come out and take a look. You may not have as serious an issue as maybe you think you do. Maybe there's more to it, but they need to get into those areas and take a look. So let them come out. Talk to them today. Get a free quote, 205-942-1976. Just know that these guys have been around for over 65 years. They know what they're doing. They're the pros in the business, and they have the strongest lifetime warranty in the business. Don't forget to take advantage. A limited time only, 25% off encapsulation of your crawl space. So make sure that you do that today. Call B-Dry today to take advantage of it, 205-942-1976, or check them out at BeDryAlabama.com.
Wow, a man from Alabaster, Alabama was driving through Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and he decided to stop at Keith's Superstore, number 89, and purchase himself a few scratch-offs, at least one. It was the 30 Millionaire Maker scratch-off game. 30 Millionaire Dollar Maker, whatever you call that, yes. He won himself $1 million.
Oh, wow.
$1 million off
Nice.
of one scratch-off.
That's how you do it.
Said he was going to split the winnings with family members, keeping a promise they made long before he ever bought the winning ticket. We have that promise here that if I win, I give Valerie, what was it, $8 or $10, I think.
At $10 would
Yeah,
be just fine.
$10 is all you
Go the high end there.
$1 million.
Sweet.
Unless, of course, all I win is $1 million, in which case she gets bupkis. The 30 Millionaire Maker scratch-off game debuted in January has already created one millionaire in the state following the latest claim. 8 $1 million top prizes remain. Oh, okay. All right. So they know how many there are. This is interesting in that they don't tell you how much that scratch-off cost.
Right. So how much did he spend? Because
Yeah.
he said every time he went over to Mississippi,
Yep.
he'd buy one of the scratch-offs. And I'm just like, okay, how much money in?
I'm betting it's not $1 million. I
No,
could be wrong.
I doubt that.
I'm betting
but-
it's not $1 million. But my problem is that the reason I will never win big is that I refuse to gamble big. I mean, I look at those $10 scratch-offs and I go, no, I don't see it. I think
That
I'll
hurts.
ever buy a $10
You're
scratch-off.
going to use a $10 bill and be like, oh,
Yeah.
one little scratch-off card with that? Oh, I don't know.
I have purchased
Like you, Richard.
I have purchased $5 scratch-offs. I think I bought 10 of them. I had $50. I had a $50 bill in my pocket. I said, give me 10 of those. And I still have like 2 or 3 unscratched at home. I've had these things for a year. You'd think
What
I'd
are you
get
waiting
around. I don't
on?
know. You'd think I'd get around to it. So far, none of them are winners.
Oh.
Out of the 10 that I got 5 of 2 different ones, and none of them. I think I have 3 left, and nothing's been a winner so far. So, yeah, I hope there's not a,
You need to get to it.
yeah. Is there?
Listen, you could have retired long before now if you'd gone over to those scratch cards and scratched them off. You never know.
Most you could win at this game is $1 million, and that's if everything lines up and the stars align perfectly and you hold your mouth just right. And, that's most likely not going to happen. It's more likely it'll be like, congratulations, you won Another scratch off.
Well, and I wonder too. He said, that years ago he said that he would share the winning tickets with his family members. How many family members could? If you're at $1 million, what are you taking home out of that? 600,000.
A fair guess.
Somewhere around
I
in
would think
there.
that'd be about right. Yeah.
So you're going to split that amongst how many family members?
Hopefully not that
6
many.
of them. So
yeah.
you're all at 100,000.
Yeah. Are you going to give them each 100,000?
I don't know.
I mean,
He said he would
he
share
said
the
he was going
winnings.
to share it, but
He said
he
split.
He did say split.
He said split the winnings.
Okay. All right. Yee.
Yeah. Who is that?
Mm.
Is that number dwindled?
And how much did Uncle Sam in the state of Mississippi take?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's why we're thinking it's only about 600,000 he gets away with in the long run. So, oof.
It's never as much as you think.
No.
So be careful when you do that.
I hear about these big verdicts, of course. We run a lot of lawyer commercials here, and of course on television, they're everywhere, and they talk about this. I got $1.2 million for this person, and after you took out your 40% and your
the taxes.
Your taxes, yes, and then your expenses. Because these guys put up the money to actually, if we have to hire expert witnesses or we have to do investigations, they have to hire people to do all that stuff. So he gets a verdict of $1.2 million. He walks away with about $500,000.
Yeah.
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 Sorry, we're taking the rest of that. Yeah. I mean, it's a cruel world.
It is when it comes to that. No doubt about it.
I mean, on the other hand, I don't really want to, I don't ever want to be in a position where I have to have a lawyer to help me win
No.
$1.2
Well,
million.
my dog
against
lawsuit,
someone.
we won $90,000, but that was split between 3 families, and then
Mhm.
you had to take out all that attorney's fees.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, really?
Mhm.
8 years of this, and this is what I'm left with?
And
About what I've had to pay out.
yeah. So
This
basically,
is
you got
I was
you broke
even.
You
I
were
broke
made-
even.
All right, even Steven. Here
Yeah,
she is,
that
ladies
was,
and gentlemen.
Yay! Woo! Woohoo!
Could be worse. You could have lost.
Yeah, I could have lost. That would have
Imagine
been
that.
really bad.
Well, and that is bad. I used to be married to a paralegal. She eventually regained the use of her legs, but
Whoa.
she's what?
Didn't
anyway.
see that coming.
She was on the defense for a gas station. It was gas stations, I think, and it was claimed that they were colluding, that they were price fixing basically, and it was weird some of the stuff that they were claiming, and I wasn't really that deep into it. All I know is that like I had to drive her around to various places so she could do a little bit of research. I was the designated driver, and in the long run, they lost the case, but the verdict was for $1, which I think the jurors thought was cool, except when you say you lose the case, they then had to pay the other side's lawyers.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is not really, I know, we're going to say you lose, but we're only going to, $1. It's all it is, just $1. It's no, it's $1 plus these several $100,000 in lawyer fees that the other side had. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, I don't ever want to be that close to the law again if I can avoid it, because it's hard to watch. It's like watching sausage get made.
Oh, yeah.
You don't. You listen to some of these tales that come out of court cases, and you think we're putting our souls, our freedom, our very lives into the hands of 12 people who think The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is a great show.
Well, maybe not all of them.
Even if some of them think that,
That's trouble.
I can't help but be concerned. Yikes. Work Trucks is downtown at 2324 3rd Avenue South when you're in need of a truck for your business. These are the guys you want on your side. Why? Well, they opened up about 35 years ago with a plan, and that plan was to bring in trucks from anywhere and everywhere and put them through a 125-point inspection and put them on the lot at great low prices. Now, they've expanded a couple of times since then. They now have a shop on the other side of the street where they do all of their own inspections, their own work. And in fact, every bit of the work that they do in that shop is done in that shop. So if you go in and you say, I need an entire new motor put in, they can make that happen, and they do it right there in-house, which is amazing. They also have every shape, every size, every kind, every make, every style, everything you can imagine, all right there on the lot, on the website too, WorkTrucks with an X, LLC.com. You can trade, you can finance, you can get an extended warranty. It's all right there. Work Trucks, where they are all about trucks, 2324 3rd Avenue South. 6:50. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Scott says the 4th of July is known as Terrazodone Week at my house. Yeah, that would put the dogs out for sure.
Oh.
And they do. People, they start early. They start blasting stuff off. I imagine we'll hear some tonight. And then they'll work their way through until finally on Saturday they lose their minds. And then on Sunday there will be some
The leftovers, yeah.
Like, oh, look, all these fireworks we still have left over. Let's go blow those off. I have some. I'm not using them.
Poor dogs.
I don't need to frighten my dogs any more
No.
than they've already been frightened. Thank you very much. Dave says he got a payment on a Facebook privacy violation. It was $5.44.
Oh, woohoo!
Good for you.
You winning, Dave.
Don't spend that all in one place.
$5.44 to be exact.
Yep. That'll buy you, I think, a gallon of diesel. Now,
Will it
I
now?
could be wrong.
Yeah.
I could be.
Saw us
close.
gas prices down a little more around my house where I saw some of the stuff. Oh, I was like, ooh, we're coming down.
Excellent.
Keep going.
Yeah, that's what I say. Get that gallon of gasoline down under $3, and we'll be happy campers. Donald Trump says the reflecting pool damage will be fixed after the 4th of July. This is interesting. 7 people have been arrested. Now I'm seeing, and maybe you've seen one as well, these memes that are popping up on social media that say, "Dear media, stop reporting that the reflecting pool has been vandalized. You're just reporting the propaganda that this president is..." No,
It's not propaganda. They found video of it.
There's a whole bunch of fence post tops that were thrown in there, and some sort of corrosive chemical was thrown in there, and then this 350-foot rip that was created with some sort of box cutter that then allows the water to get on the
Underneath
other
it,
side of the liner and causes the liner to come apart. And if you've ever owned a pool, you understand how bad
That's
all of
disastrous.
this stuff is
Yeah.
and what's going on with it. So, I know. You really want this for some reason to fail. You want to attack a national monument because Donald Trump is trying to beautify it. So we have to make it worse somehow.
It's our monument.
Yeah.
It's part of American culture. Forget about Donald Trump. He's just he's the one trying to fix it.
But
and
Donald
because
Trump
that's
did it, therefore it's not good.
Right, it's bad. And if it's bad, then they're going to do everything they can to destroy it. It's just so sad. It's so dumb. It really is. It's just so dumb.
It is once again putting Democrats on the wrong side of every 80-20 issue, It's like, don't you think the reflecting pool should be beautiful and intact? Oh, yes, absolutely. Except for this 20% over here who are like, no, if Donald Trump did it, then it sucks, and I want it to be filled in. We should put concrete in there. What's wrong with you? What is going on inside your head? These are the same people that, were trying to take down statues, certainly spray painting statues, and they got the 8647 everywhere. Now, all over the place in Washington, D.C., they're spray painting that. It's getting taken off as fast as it goes up, but they're putting 8647. They did it, killed some of the lawn there at the National Mall to spell out 8647. And you're just like, find something to do with your time.
This is not it.
What is going on in your world?
That you just want to be destructive.
I mean, my goodness. Ride it out, guys. He's going to be president for the next 2.5 years. Like it, don't like it. It's of no consequence how you feel about the situation. It just is. It's like history. History just is. It doesn't care how you feel about it. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Nope.
Going to have to let this one go. They're not doing a very good job of it. Speaking of not doing a very good job, did you watch any of the Travelers Championship over the weekend?
I did.
Did you, by chance, see
Whoa.
number 32 golfer in the world, JT Poston?
JT Poston had one of the most nightmare holes you could ever have, where
It
you're
was
just like, can I just put my club back in the bag and go back to the clubhouse? I want to be done.
This was on the verge of a tin cup meltdown. You know, I mean,
It was
wow.
bad.
12 strokes. He got to the green in 2.
Yeah, right on the edge of the green. He was right on the edge in 2. And then it just went, water, out of the water, in the water, back across the green.
Oh,
God bless him, because we've all, It really is one of those things where you're just like, okay, I'm picking up the golf ball and I'm moving on to the next hole. But you're playing in a tournament and you're a major PGA player. You have to finish the hole.
Yeah.
You've got to play the hole. You've got to somehow get through this. And the more times he's like hit another bad shot, it's in his head. So then the next one that comes up, it's like he messes it up again. But 12, oh, that's painful.
What is that? That was like a
It was a par 4.
yeah.
It was
par
a
five.
or was it a
five?
5?
It says
That
here
it was
par
on.
5. So it's like a quintuple bogey.
Oh,
Wow.
ow. That
Fourth
really
shot went
hurts.
clear across the green and ended up in the water on the other side. He had to drop not once but 3 separate times because he couldn't get his ball back on the green.
Yeah.
On his 10th stroke, he finally got the ball into putting position. Still had to keep going, putt his 11th stroke and missing it before the tap in 12. Oh, my God.
That's awful.
And then he did the walk of shame to the next
Well,
hole.
and as a pro golfer like that, your buddies that are on the tour are never going to let you forget that. It's going to be years before you can put that behind him. That, again, just a nightmare. Bless his heart. And the tournament didn't finish yesterday. They got just huge amounts of rain where, the course was all flooded. And so they waited, and they were able to run guys out there and squeegee off the last few holes that Scheffler and Hovland were playing, and they ended up tied 21 under, both of them. So they have to go back out this morning at 9 o'clock to play the tiebreaker.
But they're not going to make this guy go back up.
No, this
Okay,
guy's
good.
done.
He's
Yeah. Yeah, but it was interesting yesterday. Then they said, well, it's too dark. We can't do the tiebreaker now. We can't go back and play the hole that we need to see who's going to win the tournament. So they've got to go back out this morning. And the bad part about that is that, part of it is you want to get it done because otherwise you're back to the hotel. You're back to trying to get a good night's sleep. Then you got to get up this morning, go through your whole stretching routine and do go to the range and hit the ball. You have to prepare as if you're going to play another whole tournament, but yet you're only going to play, whatever holes it takes to find out who wins the tournament. It might be more than one, but you have to go through all of that stuff this morning to prepare yourself because, again, a lot of money on the line and you want to win the tournament. It's huge. So I don't know, but I feel so bad for this guy.
Yeah,
he's
going to have to shake that one off.
Yeah.
If he's going to continue to play professional golf, he's just going to have to shake that one off. Good golly. England is through to the round of 16, I believe.
How about that? Did you see some of the soccer over the weekend?
I did. I watched some. I watched a little France. I watched some of the English play. Who else did I see? I saw Ghana lose. Yes, a pretty good layout here as we get closer. It's, those of us who understand March Madness, we feel a little bit more on top of what's going on when you reach the round of 32 and it's the knockout round. You're like, oh, okay. So if we win, then we're in the round of 16, the Sweet 16, right? And then we're in the Elite 8, right? That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
U.S. has got supposedly a pretty good draw in Bosnia-Herzegovina, which is Wednesday. And the kickoff is at 7. Game should be done by 9. I won't be losing sleep. That's good.
Yeah, that's pretty good, Richard.
I'll still take a little nappy,
Yeah,
but
probably need to.
Yeah.
But congratulations to the U.S. making it this far. This is really exciting.
Yeah, we were really hoping to win that Turkey match and be the first team in this World Cup to win 3 matches, but that did not happen, unfortunately. Turkey, there's nothing more dangerous than a team that is just playing for pride. And if you don't believe that, ask Alabama every time they go up against Auburn in an Iron Bowl that is meaningless for Auburn and everything to Alabama.
Yeah.
Alabama, I don't think Alabama's ever more terrified than they are in that position because they're like, this is their whole season.
Yeah, and they would love nothing more than to knock you off.
And there have been a couple of times that it's happened.
Yep.
Couple of times that it's happened. And Alabama, strange enough, Alabama doesn't seem to return that favor because I remember when Auburn was fantastic and Alabama was stumbling, and Auburn was coming up on the Iron Bowl, and it was a question of, they could go to the national championship. I think it was 2013. And every Alabama fan I had, I knew, every friend that was an Alabama fan was like, Auburn can have it. We should just get out of the way. I'm kind of rooting for them. You're like, wow, okay, that's good. Thanks, I appreciate that. But No, there's nothing worse than a team that's backed into a corner and has to do something for national pride.
Oh, yeah.
That's what happened with Turkey in the U.S.
Yep.
All right, 7 o'clock, Dixon Inviting, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. By the way, your thoughts are always welcome, 545-9950. I imagine the text line will be a little slower this week. People are out of town. They're on their way.
Text us. Let us know you're working today.
Yeah.
Or this week. Or
This
you're
week,
not.
yeah.
And you're listening this morning.
Whatever works.
What's your plans?
Oh, text us and tell us that our signal is weak.
No,
That
we
always,
know that
a lot
already.
of people are doing that.
It's all good.